This is how we have to cut this off, too, by the way. You have to start it off this way. You can't do it with the introduction. We got to start off with I went 6-0 last week.
Hey, Parlay Pete, how'd you do last week?
We went 6-0. All right? We went 6-0. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You went 6-0 on the NFL six-pack. How did you do on your college football six-pack?
We went 4-2. You know, we repeated our performance, but you know, you start talking about you give out 12 picks a week. I think 10-2 is not bad.
Not at all.
I don't think it's bad. And what did you go? What did you go?
3-0, 2 weeks in a row. So Lee's 3 is 6-0.
Yeah.
So, hey, Instagram, you're telling us y'all love the picks. Like, you're telling us y'all love the picks. I
saw shared by 27 people.
Yeah, I saw the shares. I saw the hours watched. I've gotten the feedback. Hey, dog, go ahead and tell y'all. Come shop with us. We're going to get you paid.
We're giving you free game. Yeah, and these picks aren't meant to be parlayed. You can parlay it if you want. That's up to you. But if you just put $100 or whatever, if it's a favorite and they're minus 285, you put 285, you're going to make money every week. Every week you're going to make money.
And I'll tell you, Parlay Pete, the point of Lee, like the point of Lee's 3, right?
You simplify it even better.
Is to give them my 3 favorite picks, but to also give them that parlay that I hope they can walk out of the weekend with, right? Like when we give these picks, hey, we want you to bet these things individually. And if you're feeling frisky,
yeah,
we want you to
a little handsy.
We want you to do a low dollar parlay. And if you're
I'm all about big money. We big money.
You're gonna tell them big money. I'm gonna tell them to do a low dollar parlay if they're gonna put them all together. And then I'm gonna say, take your favorite picks out of it to create your parlay. At the end of the day, we're giving you guys money for free.
Yeah.
And here's the thing though, because I do get calls sometimes, especially on Sunday mornings when people know that I'm around Parlay Pete, asking for gambling advice. That's not free.
Yeah, now we're doing a little extra. Just catch the reel. Lee puts it up. I repost it every week. Every week you can look forward to it. I know this time I did it Sunday morning. I did it at like 9 a.m. or something, maybe 8:30. It's something like that. But you know, they're gonna get up, and as long as you tune in, you'll be able to see it. Obviously, always my page is private, unfortunately, but yours is public, and that's ultimately where I'm getting it from. You're the one that's putting it up, and I'm reposting it. So it's right there. And you put it up a day in advance for each. Like the college football picks will be available tomorrow. NFL will be available, worst case, Saturday morning during college football. You'll get to start getting that stuff in. But, 6-0. And I think the record speaks for itself. We're undefeated on the NFL season. And look, we're looking to go 6-0 again this week. And I've got a piping hot 6-pack for everybody.
Put it on me.
Let's go ahead and start off with those Broncos that we were talking about. I like Russ and the boys to get it together and home game number 2. And I'm going to take the money line against the Commanders. I think minus 195 is pretty good money, honestly, considering. I think that they're just a better team. They're more talented. The defense is better. And they kind of have no choice but to win this game. So we're going to go ahead and roll with the Broncos money line. Next game, me and Lee were talking about this pre-production and then just texting each other's friends. We got the Jets at the Cowboys. I'm not even going to touch the spread. I love the under. I think it's 2 great defenses, arguably probably 2 top 5 defenses in the NFL. Dak didn't even really have to do anything last Sunday, and I expect him to really not have to do anything this week. I see a 27-10 type game, maybe 24-9, 24-6, something like that. Low scoring. So we're going to take under 38 in this Jets-Cowboys game. Next, we got another bounce-back game for a home team. This will be a popular spot, I think, for a lot of people to want to run with the Ravens, but I just don't think that Joe Burrow and them can play that bad again. So we're going to go with the Bengals on the money line. I don't see why they don't get it done at home. This game, because, see, here's the issue if they do lose, too, and this is what people have to look at. This is a team that's been to 2 straight AFC Championship games. You start talking about, it's one thing to be 0-2. It's another thing to be 0-2 in your division. They can't really afford to do that. Baltimore didn't look all that good. I like Cincinnati. Give me Cincinnati on the money line. Next, another team that we talked about a little bit earlier, and another team that we didn't talk about, and how disappointing they were, and how fraudulent I thought they were. And Lee, this was going to burn you a little bit. I'm burning that cigar into your arm right now. We got the Seahawks at the Detroit Lions. Talk about a disappointment. The Seahawks scored 13 points at home. Look, Rams defense, Aaron Donald was still on the field. I mean, everybody, we can talk like that nigga wasn't still on the field. This is still a lot of that. They still have a lot of core pieces from that great Rams defense. And, of course, Aaron Donald still being one of the best defensive players in the league. Arguably, maybe he's certainly top 5 ever, I think, in my opinion. But we're going to go ahead and roll with the Lions at -4.5. I like them to cover the spread. I don't think that Seattle was for real last year. Geno Smith, great story, great season. That isn't Geno Smith in reality. We've seen too much of Geno. He's the opposite of Russell Wilson. We got to see many years of Geno not being good. Then he has one good year. Now everybody wants to act like he's fucking good. And it's vice versa with Russell Wilson. He has one bad year, and now he fucking sucks. I don't believe in either. So we're going to go ahead and take the Lions -4.5. Next, we got the Bills. Now, this spread is at 8. I'm going to buy the 1.5. This is going to be my first buy of the year. We're going to go -6.5 on the Bills. I do think that they can cover the 8 because they're at home and they're playing a Raiders team that shouldn't have won last week. But to be safe, we are just going to buy the 1.5. We're going to go Bills -6.5 against the Raiders. I really like that number, and I expect that offense to be humming at home. And then finally, what is a pick show without us touching these Falcons? We got the Packers at the Atlanta Falcons, and what we're going to do is we're going to take the over, actually. I like over 40.5. I think it's a low number. I could see a 20-17 type game, 21-17. I could see these type of things, but I ultimately think that both of these teams are going to get into the 20s. I don't expect our defense to hold somebody to 10 again, but I absolutely expect us to go over 40.5.
All right, man. So let's talk about this NFL 6-pack. We got the Broncos on the money line over the Commanders. We got the Jets at the Cowboys under 38. We got the Ravens versus the Bengals. We're taking the Bengals on the money line. We got the Lions -4.5 over the Seahawks. We got the Bills -6.5. We're going to buy a point over the Raiders. And we got that Packers at Falcons game over 40.5.
Yep. I love it.
You like it. I love it.